Hello, this is Mr. Collier, and today we're doing integrals using partial fractions. So this involves basically taking an integral like this, which is not so obvious to know what to do, and converting it to an integral like this, or like this, which is easy to do. Okay, so in this case you can factorize the denominator and show that this equals this. We'll see some more examples later that are not so scaffolded. Okay. So firstly, to show that, and let's show that question, so don't work with both sides. Don't multiply both sides by x plus 2, x minus 2. You just have to work with one side. So we'll work with the left-hand side and show it equals the right-hand side, so let's just write down the left-hand side. And to combine it to one fraction, we need a common denominator. So we'll multiply numerator and denominator here by x minus 2. And this numerator and denominator by x plus 2. Okay, and the numerator becomes 3x minus 6 minus x minus 2. And the denominator, we'll keep it the same. And that simplifies to 2x minus 8 over x plus 2, x minus 2, as required in the question. So in part B, find the integral. Well, the integral of 2x minus 8 over x squared minus 4 dx equals, it's the same as this function, so let's rewrite it like that. And this is going to be pretty easy to do, okay? Because the integral of this is just 3 natural log of absolute value of x plus 2 minus natural log of absolute value of x minus 2 plus c, of course, don't forget the plus c. Okay, let's look at the next one. The next one doesn't tell you what it breaks down to, so you got to figure out yourself. You got to start by assuming that this, actually first let's factorize the denominator. The denominator is going to be x minus 3 times x plus 1 as factorized. So we can assume that we can write it in this form, x minus 3 and x plus 1. Okay? So we'll assume that this is true for some constants a and b, and just figure out what those constants are. So we multiply both sides by x minus 3 times x plus 1. Multiply both sides by that, so also this side. And on the left-hand side, we just get x minus 9 equals a times x plus 1. And it's going to be b times x minus 3. And let's simplify that. We're going to have ax plus a plus bx minus 3b equals x minus 9. And what you want to do is gather together these x terms, so that's a plus bx, and then the constant part is a minus 3b. And what that means is that this is a 1x, so that means a plus b equals 1, and a minus 3b has to be equal to negative 9. Okay, in order for these two statements to be equivalent, then that needs to be the case. Okay, so to solve that, we can solve it like simultaneous equations and subtract, and we'll get 4b equals 10. So b equals 10 over 4, which is 5 over 2. And a would be equal to, according to this equation, 1 minus 5 over 2, which is negative 3 over 2. Okay, so that means in part b, that integral is going to be equal to the integral of 5 over 2 over x plus 1. So that's the b value. It corresponds to x plus 1. Minus 3 over 2 over x minus 3 dx, and then that integral is going to be 5 over 2 ln x plus 1 minus 3 over 2, oops, that's right, ln x minus 3 plus c.